It's Maya Alexis. Welcome to my second tutorial. I'm playing around with colors today using purples and pinks. So as you can see, I actually have no makeup on my face except for my eyebrows. Starting with a primer called Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. This is actually a sample that I got from Sephora, and I'm really liking it because it minimizes my pores really well, and it has a silky viscosity to it. It smooths really easily. So I really just like to smear this all over my face. This is from Blackup. It's actually a number 6 foundation, almost about a medium tint. I like to use this with my Beauty Blender Pro sponge just to kind of make sure that it's evenly coated all over my face. What you see here that I'm putting on my eyelid is just an Urban Decay Cosmetics product. It's called Nude. It's an eyeshadow primer actually, and it dries pretty well. This palette I'm actually using is by Victoria's Secret, and I'm just applying this bronze tint from my brow line all the way down to my lash line, just to give some full coverage before I apply the colors that I actually want to put on there. This white eye pencil that I'm putting on, I'm using it because it actually helps make the colors that I'm about to use pop more. Seeing as I don't have a lighter skin tone, I do have to use products that make the colors that I want to use pop, so this is definitely going to help bring those colors out a lot more. And I'm just applying them to both of my eyelids as of right now. I didn't want to apply it to the whole lid because I'm actually going to use darker colors. You'll see that a little later in the video, but this is just to make those lighter colors come out a little more on my skin. So I'm going ahead and applying this almost lavender color to the outside lash line of my eye there, but the white is definitely helping bring that color out a lot more, and I'm really liking how it's showing here. And just for future reference, if you do want to use colors that are brighter than normal, definitely use a lighter primer on your eyelid because it helps make that color pop. Here I'm putting almost a navy blue on my crease, and this brush I'm actually using is a paint brush. It's just about as soft as any regular brush, and I'm actually using a couple of those in this video, but this is actually just defining that crease. The brush that I'm using now is more of a buffer or a crease appropriate brush, and I'm using that to just smudge that out to get it up towards the brow line and give more coverage on both of my eyes. And then this last brush that I'm about to use is actually another paintbrush, but it has wider bristles that give more coverage and actually blend better up into the brow bone. So this is the pink that I'm going to be using on the inside of my lid. It's almost a bubblegum pink, and it's a little, it kind of clashes with the purple that I use, but I kind of like it. It's a little girlish, it's playful, it's definitely different than the last video that I did. I'm using that same white eyeliner on my waterline here. This actually makes your eyes look a little bigger, and I do have slits for eyes, so I definitely need this to help make my eyes a little wider when I want to do bolder looks. The eyeliner that I'm using here is actually Milani Eye Tech eyeliner, and it's actually a lot better than the pencils that I've been using. I do want to get into gel liner, but these slanted or hooked eyeliners are so much easier to use, especially if you want to achieve that winged eyeliner that I love so much. I almost do winged eyeliner every time I do my makeup. I'm really obsessed with it. It makes my eyes look a lot bigger too. And here I'm applying lashes. These lashes are by Ardell lashes. They've always worked out pretty well for me. I am going to start experimenting with some different lashes, but these are just going to do for this video as a placeholder. And I'm just kind of coating it with a little bit of mascara to give that fuller look. So my favorite part about doing my makeup is definitely contouring. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. Then you can see me applying it underneath my eyes. This is the cream color from the kit in a triangular shape. This little guy that you see me using is called the Beauty Blender Mini. It comes in a kit that I actually got my pink and my pro in. It's good for actually what I'm using it for, in between eyes and the nose. And then I just kind of go over the highlight with my pink blender to give it that velvety, really nice blended look. Here you'll see that I applied the Sephora translucent powder on that highlight just to give it a setting while I blend the rest of my face. I use it on my laugh lines, my chin, my cupid's bow to make my lip look a little plumper, my nose, and my forehead, and I use my pink blender to set all of that as well. And then you'll see me using the chocolate part of the kit. I made my cheekbones a little higher with the chocolate today, just to give a more dramatic look. And I also did my nose as well, which is actually pretty fun because I just learned how to do this. And then on my forehead, I kind of put the contour on in shape of sun rays just so that I get complete coverage on that top part of my hairline. And here I'm using a stippling brush, which is really good for smoothing out harsh lines from contouring because you don't have that really dramatic um, contoured look or those super high cheekbones, unless it's a look you're going for. That's not really what I'm going for here with this video. And then I go over with my Pro. This is really used for like foundation and contouring purposes because it's dark and you actually use darker colors when you're using a Pro. And then you see here I'm going ahead and blending my nose bone. And then at the very end, I go ahead and dust off all of my translucent powder that I used to set my highlights all over my face. I actually had to go back in and redraw my nose bone just because I think the translucent powder kind of dusted it away a little bit. I just want to give it some more definition. And then here you'll see me using Becca Cosmetics highlighter. This is the opal color that I like to use on my cheekbones. I am applying it with a Sephora fan brush. Nothing too fancy here. I just picked this up recently. And I also apply it to my nose to give that little bit of a glow. Highlighter gives you that dewy, moist look to your cheeks. A little bit too much there on the top lip, so I'm just dusting some excess off. And finally, I'm using Istanbul by NYX to match the pink on my eyelids.